But it's not all bad. All this place needs is a hero. Does it? With style. Who is this hero? Me! Not me? Oh, you! Can you survive the many dangers? Can you help others survive? Can you save Sunset City? Can you? For the love of God, can you? Of course you can. It's a f***ing video game.
First game in the list is Sunset Overdrive. In my opinion, this game is so underrated. This game is a wild, chaotic, and absolutely amazing. Imagine a post-apocalyptic world where instead of being gloomy and dark, it's vibrant, colorful, and over the top. You play as a character caught in the middle of a disaster after a toxic energy drink turns people into crazy mutants. Instead of running for your life, though, you're equipped with an arsenal of insane weapons, from flying teddy bears to flamethrowers. And you can zip around the city on wires like Spider-Man on a caffeine rush. The movement in this game is fluid and addicting, as you slide, grind, and bounce your way across the world. And let's not forget the humor. This game doesn't take itself seriously, and neither should you. Whether you're battling hordes of mutants or just enjoying the crazy world, there's never a dull moment. If you missed it, it's a true hidden gem that combines excellent gameplay with a quirky, entertaining vibe that makes you want to keep playing for hours. 12 minutes is one of those games that really gets under your skin, in a good way. Picture this. You're stuck in a time loop, reliving the same 12 minutes over and over again. The twist? You're in your apartment with your wife, who's about to be murdered by a detective that shows up. As you replay those 12 minutes, you have to figure out how to break the cycle, solve the mystery, and ultimately save your wife. What makes this game so captivating is its storytelling. It's a psychological thriller packed with tension, mystery, and some surprising twists. The voice acting is top-notch, with big names like James McAvoy, Daisy Ridley, and Willem Dafoe lending their voices to the characters. It's a game that forces you to think, experiment, and piece together clues to move forward, but it's not as simple as just asking the right questions. Every decision counts. It's short, but it leaves a lasting impact. If you haven't played it yet, trust me and try it out.
But the day's repeating itself.
Uh-huh.
I'll prove it.
Yeah, great. Let's see it. Wow me.
Let's see.
Quantum Break is a mind-bending sci-fi action thriller that combines intense gameplay with a gripping TV show-style narrative. You play as Jack Joyce, a man caught in a time travel experiment leading to the collapse of time itself. The story is told across both the game and live-action episodes, making it feel like you're playing through an interactive TV show. The game's mechanics are just as intriguing as the plot. You can freeze time, create time bubbles, and manipulate the world around you while engaging in fast-paced combat. It's not just about shooting enemies, it's about how you strategically control time to outsmart them. The visuals are stunning, and the performances from the cast, including Shawn Ashmore, who plays Jack, really bring the story to life. But what really sets Quantum Break apart is the way it lets you make choices that impact the outcome of the story. It's a short but unforgettable experience that mixes action, narrative, and time-bending mechanics in a way that's rarely been done before. If you've missed it, now's the perfect time to jump in. Dead Space is the kind of game that redefines survival horror. Set in deep space, you play as Isaac Clarke, an engineer who's part of a rescue mission to a mining ship called the USG Ishimura. But when you get there, things are less than welcoming. The crew is missing, and the ship's infested with horrifying, grotesque monsters known as necromorphs. What sets Dead Space apart from other horror games is its atmosphere. The eerie silence of space, combined with the claustrophobic corridors of the Ishimura, creates a feeling of tension that never lets up. The combat is brutal. Instead of just shooting enemies in the head, you'll need to strategically sever limbs to stop the necromorphs in their tracks. It's tense, it's challenging, and it keeps you on the edge of your seat. The sound design is also top-notch, making every creak of the ship feel like a potential threat. If you're into horror games, this one will keep you coming back for more. Dead Space is an absolute masterpiece you can't miss. Trust me, it'll have you looking over your shoulder long after you've finished. The Talos Principle is a thought-provoking puzzle game that challenges both your brain and your perspective on existence. You play as a robot, tasked with solving intricate puzzles in a mysterious world filled with ancient ruins, futuristic technology, and cryptic messages. As you progress, you uncover the story of your creation and the nature of the world around you, leading you to question what it means to be truly alive. The puzzles are the star of the show, with a wide range of mechanics that require creative thinking and precision. You'll use devices to manipulate light, create portals, and even control time to solve each puzzle. But what really sets the Talos Principle apart is its philosophical depth. Through hidden texts and AI conversations, the game explores big questions about consciousness, free will, and the meaning of life. It's a game that makes you think, but it's never frustrating, just deeply satisfying. If you love puzzle games that challenge your mind and your beliefs, the Talos Principle is a masterpiece that's easy to miss but hard to forget. Next game is Inside. It's a gripping, atmospheric puzzle platformer that stays with you long after you've finished it. Created by the same studio behind Limbo, this game takes you on a dark, mysterious journey through a dystopian world where you control a young boy trying to escape a sinister force. The game doesn't give you much in terms of a backstory or dialogue, leaving you to piece together the eerie narrative through environmental storytelling. Every section is meticulously designed to create a sense of dread and tension, from the haunting soundtrack to the chilling visuals. The puzzles are clever and make use of a variety of mechanics, but the real star is the story, which twists and turns in unexpected ways, keeping you on the edge of your seat. The game's use of light, shadow, and minimalistic design enhances the feeling of isolation, making every moment feel tense and unnerving. It's a short but unforgettable experience, a perfect example of how games can tell powerful stories without uttering a single word. If you've never played it, Inside is one of those rare masterpieces you don't want to miss. Prey is a true hidden gem that blends immersive sim elements with intense sci-fi horror. You play as Morgan Yu, who wakes up with no memory and finds the station overrun by hostile alien creatures known as the Typhon. The beauty of Prey lies in its open-ended gameplay. You can approach situations in a variety of ways, whether it's through combat, hacking, or using your powers to manipulate the environment. The level design is phenomenal, with intricate, interconnected spaces that make you feel like you're truly exploring a vast, abandoned space station. And then there's the thrill of the shape-shifting mimic aliens, which can disguise themselves as everyday objects like coffee cups or chairs, adding a unique layer of tension and paranoia. The game also tackles thought-provoking themes about identity and choice, all while delivering a gripping narrative that'll have you hooked from start to finish. If you've never played it, Prey is a must-play for fans of immersive storytelling, horror, and gameplay freedom. Bloodstained Ritual of the Night is a love letter to classic 2D action platformers, especially Castlevania, and it nails it in every way. Developed by Koji Igarashi, the mind behind some of the most beloved Castlevania games, Bloodstained offers the perfect mix of exploration, combat, and a deep, atmospheric world. You play as Miriam, a cursed woman who must venture into a demon-infested castle to save the world and herself. The game features a huge interconnected world filled with secrets, hidden rooms, and an array of weapons and magical abilities. The combat is fast and satisfying, with tons of upgrades to keep you feeling powerful as you mow down hordes of enemies and colossal bosses. The gothic setting is beautifully detailed, and the haunting soundtrack will pull you deeper into the experience. With its mix of old-school charm and modern design, Bloodstained is a fantastic side-scroller that stands out in a crowded genre. If you love exploring haunting castles, battling evil, and uncovering secrets, this is a masterpiece that you should definitely experience. Dead Cells is a roguelike Metroidvania that blends fast-paced combat, challenging gameplay, and procedural generation into one addictive package. In this game, you play as a shape-shifting, ever-reborn character, navigating a sprawling, ever-changing world filled with enemies, traps, and plenty of secrets to uncover. Each run is different thanks to the randomly generated levels, meaning you're always on your toes, never quite sure what's coming next. The combat is incredibly smooth, rewarding you for mastering dodges, attacks, and combos, making it easy to get lost in the flow of battle. But where Dead Cells really shines is its progression. Every time you die, and you will die a lot, you unlock new abilities, weapons, and upgrades that carry over, slowly making your character more powerful with each run. It's tough but fair, and the sense of accomplishment when you finally conquer a new area or boss is incredibly satisfying. The pixel art is beautiful, and the soundtrack perfectly matches the intense action. If you love a game that's challenging but rewarding, Dead Cells is a masterpiece you'll keep coming back to. Furi is a fast-paced, stylish action game that's all about combat, precision, and feeling like an absolute badass. You play as a prisoner who's trying to escape from a strange, otherworldly prison, and your only way out is through a series of brutal boss battles. The game's combat is incredibly satisfying, with a unique blend of swordplay and shooting, where every encounter tests your reflexes, timing, and strategy. Each boss fight is a spectacle, with massive, intense battles set to an electrifying soundtrack that perfectly matches the high-energy action. The art style is bold and colorful, with a futuristic, almost anime-like aesthetic that makes each battle feel like a visual feast. What makes Furi stand out is its difficulty. It's tough, but never unfair. Each victory feels earned, and it's one of those games that keeps you coming back for more. If you're looking for a challenging, adrenaline-pumping experience with some of the most exciting boss fights around, Furi is a hidden gem you don't want to miss.
Watch me.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more content on the latest and greatest games. Don't forget to ring the bell so you never miss an update. Got a game you'd love to see in a future video? Drop your suggestions in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Stay tuned and see you next time.